Hello, BookTube. I have a Friday Reads for you today. It occurred to me the other day that I have no idea why I've never done a Friday Reads. I certainly love watching them, and I plan my weekend's readings, so there's no reason why not. So I thought I would do one today. I can't show you. I'm shooting for 10 books this weekend, and really, since I don't do anything else, it's hard for me to demarcate weekends as reading time the way a lot of the rest of you do. So I thought I would just narrow down the list of things that are immediately on my docket. And we'll do it that way unless you want the whole list. The first one is Grunt by Mary Roach. These are books that I will be reading this weekend. This is her story about people, grunts at war, not the military elite, but the people who actually do the fighting and what it does to them. Then the next one is a collection of short stories called The Virginity of Famous Men by Christine Sneed. I don't know anything about it. It was on my pile for I think this comes out in September. Just a collection of short stories, but although I'm not always comfortable reviewing contemporary fiction, I read as much of it as I possibly can. And another contemporary fiction, historical fiction, much more my line of country, is A Want of Kindness. This is a big historical novel by Joanne Limburg, set to come out in December, and it's a historical novel about Queen Anne, who's one of my favorite figures in British history, but who certainly doesn't inspire much in the way of fiction. Off the top of my head, I can only think of one other novel that has ever been explicitly about her. So I can't wait. I know a Queen Anne scholar. He's a friend of mine, and I also know pretty much everything there is to know about Queen Anne. So I'm the perfect audience for this book, unless it's bad. I shall report back. The next one is something I might have seen on Twitter. It's this monstrosity. New biography of Cocteau. It was not new. It came out in France over a decade ago, but it's finally got an English translation, and I never read it in French. And this is a figure that I don't particularly like, and that's, believe it or not, exactly the kind of biography I like to read, because this will challenge a lot of what I think. I just can't wait. This will probably be the first thing I read. I'll probably read it tonight. And the last thing is a reread. It's Parnassus Connor by W.S. Tryon. I don't know if you can see that in the light. It's ostensibly a biography of James Fields, the great driving force behind Boston and American publishing in the 19th century. The cover has a picture of him as a 20-something super hottie. But it's really, his story is also the story of publishing in the New World. It's just the two go together. And the book is incredible. It's elegantly and poetically written. And I found this copy at the Brattle. Got it because I have no idea where my copy is, and I haven't read it in 20 years, so I greatly look forward to sinking back into this. And who knows, I've read, half a dozen biographies of half a dozen people in here since the last time I read this. So that is one of the joys of rereading. My rereading of it is bound to be better, bound to be more enjoyable. And that's it. That's just a small Friday Reads. If you want, I'll do a longer version next week. But I definitely wanted to put these books on the radar. This is what I will be buckling down with among a couple of other things this weekend. So, I look forward to seeing your videos on the same thing, and let me know what you think. Thank you, BookTube.